Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you for checking out today's video. Now, if any of you guys have talked to me or seen like my Instagram posts and stuff, like in the comments and whatnot, a lot of people said, oh, you should get the OEM like fog light bezels, the LED bezels, and I've been wanting to do that. And especially after my car got hit and it kind of damaged this factory bezel there, it's been bothering me a little bit. And I really wanted them, but I did not want to spend $400+. I mean, I was seeing them from anywhere between like $390 to $420 for the OEM fog light bezels, and a lot of people didn't have them in stock and everything else. So I was like, eventually aftermarket's going to take over and they're going to bring these bezels out. They have to, it's going to happen. And finally it did happen. So I do have an OEM style aftermarket bezel here. I found this on eBay. It was just over $200. So literally half the price of the OEM one. It looks to be the exact same quality and finish as an OEM one. It has the LED, and there's something a little bit unique about this one. So they perfectly recreated. Now, I'm not sure what happened here. I'm not sure if they used an OEM part, which it doesn't look to be OEM. It definitely looks like this is a printed aftermarket kind of deal. But there's this texture finish, and it goes all the way around through and perfectly matches the OEM texture on the bumper. Like, there's no difference between this trim right here and the OEM texture trim on the bumper. Now, something unique about this is this LED on the OEM piece, this is only a running light. It's a daytime running light, and that's it. On this aftermarket one, it is also a turn signal. Not sure how complicated it will be to hook all this up, but it's all here. It does come with a plug and a yellow wire. So the yellow wire, I'm guessing, is going to have to tap into our turn signal, and the plug is going to probably not plug into our factory stuff, but we'll see. It also came with this harness, which appears to have a power and a ground, and then connectors, which I'm guessing is for these. But there is factory wiring in there for the JDM kit. So if we can tap into that, I'll use the tester light. So we'll try that. I'll show you guys that. But there's two pop clips on the bottom side, and then this whole thing pops out. So I don't even think we're going to have to take the bumper off to do this. So let's jump into it. Oh, all right. So here is the OEM piece. Now I have to get under here and take the clips out. But I do have this Flow Design splitter, which may or may not be in the way. So I'm gonna have to investigate here a little bit and see. Might be easier to just take the bumper off, since I can take the whole bumper off. I've already confirmed I can take the whole bumper off in a minute and like 40 seconds, but I don't really feel like it. I've done that so many times, but I think I'm gonna have to do it. So I'm not sure if I showed you guys this before or not, but my splitter where I got hit, it screwed up my bumper, so it's pulling the splitter down. So here's this washer, and it broke right there. So I might just have to do something to fix this. Not sure exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll get it fixed. All right, and then this piece underneath, I'm just gonna have to lift up. I'll have to put my Allen key wrench on there and just loosen this up. Again, you won't have to do this. You'll just have two little pop clips down there and you can call it a day. All right, so now this should just pop out. I don't think it's gonna be quite as simple as just popping out. So we are gonna have to take our bumper off. Hopefully I didn't steer you guys wrong. I will edit that into the video earlier on so you can see that, but we have some clips here. I'll bring you around the back side. We have some clips here going around, and I'm just pushing those in. So you may be able to pull hard enough and pop that out, but it's definitely held in there with some strength, so I'd be careful. Okay, there is one clip on the back side, but it's not that bad. There's our factory piece. Here's our new piece. We can fish our wires through behind the bumper, and then trying to figure this out because it kind of needs to go in all at one time. You got to line everything up and get it like just right. So there is the OEM plastic side, and over here is the new gloss black JDM style side. That looks really good. I think with the gloss black grille and everything else we'll end up having on the car eventually, that looks really nice. All right, so we did get those in. Both sides are now in. They look really good. I'm excited to see it on the car, but first I want to try and set up the lights. So on the inside here, we have this wire harness that is taped up in pink on both sides. I'm 95% sure that that is the factory harness for the JDM fog bezels. I'm gonna cut this tape, I'm gonna pull the wire out, we'll do some testing and see what we can come up with. All right guys, believe it or not, look at this factory connector. If we pull that out, that is the same connector that we have on these bezels. So they have the right connector here. I'm curious if it's gonna work or not. And then the turn signal obviously is an extra function, and all we would have to do is tap into the turn signal somewhere, which wouldn't be super hard considering our turn signal is literally right here. I'm touching the wire for it. I can unhook it from the car and pull it down. All we would have to do, in theory, is tap into that yellow wire right there on the turn signal bulb, and that's it. All right, let's see the moment of truth. We have the running lights on. Let me see if I put the e-brake down, because sometimes it's dependent on the e-brake. So I did just test voltage, and we have a completely dead plug here. However, there may be a fuse somewhere that just needs to pop a fuse in. So after looking at the install of the factory kit, I found that the OEM kit apparently just comes with a connector that plugs in and connects those two wires. I don't have that connector, so I'm just gonna cut and connect the two wires together. So it's this pink plug here, and there's two wires in that plug. So I am just going to cut this plug off the wires and then just manually connect the two wires together, and then we should have power. Okay, so there it is. Plug and play, kind of. All I had to do was connect those two wires in the inside of the car, and now those are actually on with the car. The e-brake is down, no other lights are on, just those. So that's actually pretty cool. When the car is completely like off and like nothing's running, these are actually still on the car. These are actually still lit up. And now these are only coming on like with the parking light. I could hook up the turn signal. I may do it just to see how it looks. I mean, all we have to do, like I showed you, is that yellow wire that connects to that bulb. We just connect this yellow wire to that, just tap it in, and that's it. So I may try that just to see how it looks. Here it is tapped into the turn signal. The install is done, and I didn't even need this giant wiring harness that they included with it. So I'm gonna set that aside for now. Don't mind, look at my freaking garage, man. This is a mess. I gotta work on cleaning this thing out, but I just haven't had the time. I'm gonna move the puppy dog out of the way. Yeah, you're gonna have to get up, buddy. I'm gonna have to pull the car out here and get these guys a good outside shot so they can see what it looks like, and you're just here laying in the way. Yep, come on, get up. Good boy. You're my good boy. All right, guys, there it is. I know it's getting late and it's getting a little bit dark, but you guys can see the final product there. I think that looks so freaking good. That OEM Plus look, I love it. It just adds to the front end of the car, makes it look a little bit more premium. That little spot underneath the fog bezel, that is one of the spacers with the Flow Designs kit. The sunlight is just hitting that at just the right spot, that it's kind of catching it. But that looks so freaking good. For $200, that is a massive upgrade. It's way better than the $400+ for the OEM kit. So I'll turn the lights on, let you see what it looks like with the running lights, and then we will go ahead and hit the turn signal so you can see that as well. All right, guys, so here is the kit with the e-brake up. I'm not sure how those lights look in the video, but they look very OEM. They don't look like a random LED strip or something, like they look factory. So now this is the car in the on position with none of the lights turned on, just the car in the on position. The e-brake is actually even up still, which is kind of cool because typically the e-brake being up disables running lights, and then when you put the e-brake down, they turn on. So there you can see them. They come on without any of the lights on. So as you're driving during the daytime or whenever, those are going to be lit up, and that looks really cool. Pretty bright too. They're not like headlight bright, but they're definitely bright enough that people are going to see them and notice that they're on. All right, so right here, this is with all of the lights off and the turn signal on. So this one here is with all the lights on. That is with the headlights, the fog lights. I never know if I sound excited or not, but I'm excited about this. This is cool. Such a cool little mod, and it's something I've been wanting for so long that it's like, it's exciting to me. The simplest little thing. All right, so this one here is just with the running lights, no headlights, no fog lights. If you guys didn't already see my video, because your running lights from factory, if you have a base or a premium, that right there will be lighting up orange right now. And that would probably conflict pretty bad with these. So check out my switchback LED video. I will link that in the description. Funny enough, when I installed those, I had hyper flash, and I had to buy resistors and install resistors to get rid of the hyper flash. After adding these, I was able to take the resistor out because it no longer hyper flashes, because the extra pull from having more lights there mimics more of a halogen style bulb, and so it is no longer hyper flashing even without the resistor. So, okay, so this one here is with all the lights on and the turn signals on. Well, there you have it, guys. That is it for today's install video. Hopefully this was helpful for you. I will leave a link in the description where you can find these, of course. So make sure to check that out. You guys should be able to find them. I'll link exactly the same place that I bought them. Hopefully they'll still be available. I think when I bought these, there was probably like 6 or 7 of them still available. And I did message the seller and I told him, hey, you might want to stock more of these. So hopefully there will be more there when you go to pick them up, but they look incredible. I'm so happy with the way this front end is coming out. It looks so good. Well, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you checking it out. As I said, I will leave a link in the description. Hopefully they'll still be available when you go to get a set for yourself. Totally worth it. If you already bought the OEM ones, I mean, these may not hold up like the OEM ones, but they look OEM. The quality is really there. So for the price of the OEM ones, you could actually buy 2 sets of these. So even if there's something wrong with them 2 or 3 years down the road, they start fading or chipping or something happens to them, you can buy another set and it's still cheaper than the OEM kit. So just another option for you guys, but I appreciate you taking the time. Check out today's video. We have a lot more coming. There's just so much stuff that I'm working on right now. So please be patient with me. I'll try and get videos out as soon as I can. But thanks for checking out the video, guys. We'll see you in the next one. I'll talk to you in the comments. Take care.